Hi guys, Mr. Bo decided to join us here, or not. Okay, sure he'll be back. How's everyone doing today? Happy Memorial Day. I'm excited to be sprinting tonight, getting some reading in. I hope you guys had a lovely day. And yeah, let me know what you're going to be reading tonight. I have three books I'm hoping to make some progress on. So I have Into the Leopard's Den by Harini Nagendra, which is a historical fiction set in Bangalore, India, and I am really enjoying this so far. I'm on page 70. It's about 300 some pages. So far, so good. Very much enjoying this. I did skip into this series. I think this is book 4, but I'm not finding it difficult to jump in with the characters or anything, so that's nice. And then on my tablet, I will be reading Game of Scones, which is the first in the Sugar and Spice Mysteries, which is cozy, and it's by Mary Lee Ashford. I haven't started that yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And on audio, I am listening to Pirate Vishnu, which is by Gigi Pandian, and that is the second in the Jaya Jones mystery series, which, if you like National Treasure, Indiana Jones, like the Da Vinci Code, anything like that, where it's like historical mysteries that take place in the present time, I would suggest checking it out. There's been it's really, really fun. I love her name is literally Dr. Jones, like Indiana Jones. It's really fun. But I'm listening to that on audio. So whenever I get up to have like dinner or something, I will put that on instead. And yeah, that's what I am doing. Let me know if you guys had any fun plans today. I know some people barbecue and stuff like that for Memorial Day. We had one of our sisters over for brunch, and I made chocolate chip pancakes, bacon, some soft scrambled eggs, and I had some blueberry muffins I made the day before. So we had that, and it was really yummy and just such a lovely time. And it was their first time meeting Mr. Bo as well, which he was very excited. So that was pretty much it. Otherwise, we were just working and stuff today. But I hope you guys had a good day. Good evening, Grandma Susan. Happy Memorial Day. Good evening, Shannon. Happy Memorial Day. So I'm excited for sprints. You'll be reading Murder at the Pumpkin Pageant by Darcy Hannah. That series is so fun. I hope you love it. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? You said I'm sort of new. Oh, oh man, I thought the sneeze was coming. It's about to come. Welcome. I'm so glad you could make it, though. And I apologize now because I feel like I'm going to sneeze in any second now. Hello, how are you doing today? Hi, Emily. You're reading The Maid's Secret tonight. Ooh, that sounds good. Is that the Nita Prose? The third book in the Nita Prose Maid series. I haven't got to that one yet, but I love that series. Molly is such a cool character. And I hope you enjoy your read. Hi, Anne. How are you doing? You're reading Death by a Thousand Sips by Gretchen Rue and This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. Ooh, I loved the Gretchen Rue series. I'm not familiar with This Tender Land, though. Let's see. Pretty cover. Historical fiction novel set during the Great Depression. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a beautiful cover. Hi, Kat. Said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Booking for Trouble by Jen McKinley, book 16 in the Library Lover series. It's a great addition to the series. I'm loving it. I'm so glad to hear it. I feel like that series is one that stays really consistent. I think I'm on book 12 or 13. Can't remember exactly, but I feel like it's stayed very consistent for me, which I really love because sometimes series go a little downhill after a while, but Jen McKinley keeps it going strong, I think. Same with her Cupcake series. Shan says, today's one of your brother's birthdays. Well, happy birthday to him. Hi, Princess Peach said, hi, everyone. I'm still trying to find a book to read. You're in a slump again. I'm sorry. That is always rough. Well, let us know if you have any options that you're specifically looking at. I'm sure some of us could give you some recommendations based on those, but I hope you find something to get out of the slump. It's the third one. Perfect. Yeah, it looks good. I need to get to the second one. I've read the first one, The Maid, and then I can't remember what the holiday novella was, but I read that one. Oh, that's gonna bother me. It's like The Christmas Secret. What was that called? The Mistletoe Mystery was the novella. That was really fun. Hello, he said I'll be starting Mango, Mambo, and Murder tonight by Raquel V. Reyes. I'm ready to kick off all my summer cozies. I hope you love it. That series is so fun. I need to grab the next one in that series too. Too many series, too little time sometimes. But I hope you enjoy that. I'm ready for my summer cozies too. As much as I'm much more of a winter fall person for sure, but definitely feeling some beachy vibes. So looking forward to that. Hello, Kelly. You're trying to make it past the first chat tonight. Life has been super crazy. I totally get that. I'm glad you could make it. You're trying to pick your next book. Finally finished A Chowderhouse Murder today, and you loved it. Oh, I'm so glad. I loved that book so much. It's the one by if you guys aren't familiar, Chowderhouse Murder is a new series that Lee Hollis wrote recently. It's so good. I love how it follows around 3 generations of women in a family. It's so fun. It's so fun. Let me know what you guys are eating or drinking tonight. I know for a lot of us it's dinner time or approaching that. I have some lavender mint tea that I'm letting cool down, and then my husband and I are actually getting some Indian food takeout, which I'm very excited for because it is one of my favorite things to have as takeout. I also have my Scooby-Doo water tumbler. Hello, Michelle. You're reading Wanting Daisy Dead by Sue Watson. Really good so far. Ooh, Wanting. Not sure if I'm familiar. A psychological thriller about 5 former university housemates who reunite for a reunion weekend. Ooh, this sounds really good. I'm gonna have to keep this tab open and add that to my TBR. That sounds really good. Is that a new release? Where did it came out October 2025. That looks really good. Let me know how you like that. Hi, Kat. You said I'll be starting Murder with Fried Chicken and Waffles. I hope you love it. Amanda says, hey, all. I'm reading Bleeding Tarts, the second book in the Pie Town mystery series. That sounds so good. I love pie. Let me know what your favorite pie is, like flavor-wise. I partial to my own blueberry pie or my lemon custard pie, but I also love a good cherry pie. I love the title, Bleeding Tarts. That's so cute. Melanie says, hi, I'm reading Good Joy, Bad Joy by Mickey Beamer tonight. Let's see, Good Joy, Bad Joy. Oh, this one sounds very interesting. It sounds like it's a hard one to summarize. Literary fiction, heartwarming and uplifting. That looks really good too. I love the cover for that too. Princess Peach says, I really like food cozies, any Rex. I'm drinking iced strawberry chamomile pink lemonade. That sounds both delicious and kind of relaxing with the chamomile. Food cozies. Well, if we're getting close to the summertime, I do love a good ice cream cozy. I like the Shake Shop Mysteries by Dana Mentink, the Ice Cream Parlor Mysteries by Abby Collette, and I think it's Ice Cream Shop Mysteries by Mary Allen. Let me know what else you guys recommend. Otherwise, like general food, I mean, there's so many. I love the Pizza Lovers Mysteries by Chris Cavender, the Cupcake Bakery Mysteries by Jen McKinley. Just talking about her. Um, and I think there's so many good ones. I think it's the Kebab Kitchen Mysteries by Tina Cashian, or the Noodle Shop Mysteries by Vivian Chien. I love that series. That one is so good. Oh, Kelly and I were just saying, because she just finished it, the Chowder House Mystery the Chowder House Murder by Lee Hollis features a seafood restaurant with like clam chowder and stuff, and that was delicious. So hopefully that gives you a few options. I would love to hear what everyone else enjoys in terms of food cozies if you read them. Amanda loves peach pie for summer and pumpkin pie for fall. Delicious. I gotta find a good peach pie. I haven't really tried too much peach pie, and I feel like that is a shame because I do love peach. So I need to try to maybe find one or make one. I think a strawberry or blueberry pie is really good. Yeah, let me know what you guys like for food cozies or pie flavors. I'm gonna go ahead and set us up for probably a 45-minute sprint. Let's do actually the 50 minutes in this first one. We'll get a good chunk of reading going. I think I'm gonna start with Into the Leopard's Den by Harini Nagendra. Isn't this cover gorgeous? Like, it's just, I love the green color on it so much. So I think I'm gonna try to read a few chapters of this first, give my eyes a break from the screens, and yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen here. Right. Where did I? Like I somehow lost my. Okay, that's really weird. I can't find the StreamYard thing. Okay, what did I do? I hit something and now I can't find my thing. Okay, having tech issues. 1 minute. I somehow opened a second me. Okay, hold on. Hello? Okay. I don't know how I did that, but I'm sorry if I'm echoing. I'm going to troubleshoot on this first one. And here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and kick off this first sprint, and I'm going to troubleshoot. Hi guys, how was the first sprint for you? I just had some dinner, so I had some Indian food for takeout, which was delicious. If I'm a little sniffly, it's because it was pretty spicy, so it definitely cleared my sinuses quite nicely. So hopefully that'll help with the allergies. But let me know how that sprint went for you. I read 2 chapters into the Leopard's Den by Harini Nagendra. Really enjoying this still. And then I just barely started Game of Scones. I just love that title. I think it's by Mary Lee Ashford. At 8% to that. It's a pretty short cozy. So looking forward to making some more progress in both of these, hopefully. Hi, Debbie. You said, hi, all. I'm finishing In the Company of Witches. I hope you love it. Hi, Wendy. You said, hi, Amy. I'm reading The Lumber Baron's Wife. I don't think I'm familiar. See, by Lynn Austin. Oh, this sounds interesting. It has like a dual timeline. That sounds really interesting. I love the cover too. I think historical fiction always has like the prettiest covers oftentimes, but I hope you enjoy your read. Debbie says, at Princess Peach, I really enjoyed the Haley Powell Food and Cocktails Mysteries. I need to get to that one because I just love Lee Hollis, but I haven't got to that. I read a short story from it, and it was really good, but good suggestion. Liz said, so glad I caught this before it ended. I have been reading 12 books a month since I found you. That's amazing. Thank you for the great recommendations. Isabella Bassett loves the cuddle time this has created. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Mr. Bo loves all the reading time that I have. And I'm so glad you've been finding some good books to read. Thank you so much. And say hi to Isabella for me. I love dogs. Hi, Mari. How are you doing today? And said, I just recently finished reading Farm to Trouble by Amanda Flower. It is the first in her Farm to Table mystery series. I really loved it, and I'm eager to read the others in the series. I liked that one too. I need to get back to it. My library doesn't have it, so I was listening to it on audio to try to get some of it, and I really liked the narration for it too. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Jameson said, fun over there, lots of sprints and monthly challenges. Thank you. Ellie says, that's awesome. Liz, Amy tends to be quite the inspiration. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are finding some good reads. Excuse me, my nose is going a little crazy. That's what happens when you eat spicy food. Amy Marie, I love your shirt, especially the color. Thank you. I feel like this is my favorite shade of purple. I don't know, it's like a royal purple, I think. And then of course I love Sleeping Beauty. So it's a double win. Thank you though. Kat read 2 chapters. Awesome. Shannon read 22% of Murder at the Pumpkin Pageant. Great progress, Shannon. Hi Zoe, welcome. I said, just joining. I'm reading The Curious Case of the Poisoned Professor. I love the title of that. Curious Case of the Poisoned. Oh, I remember talking about this in a new Cozy Mystery Release video. I gotta try to get that. That sounds so fun. By Lucy Connolly. Ooh, I gotta get to that. I said, I started to read It Should Have Been You by Alexa Mara. It's interesting so far. Scandalous group text sent on accident. Ooh, I love a good scandal. Let's see. Psychological thriller. The text leads to a chain reaction of secret threats. Ooh, I might have to check that one out. That looks good. I think I read one of this author's other books. I didn't love it, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Maybe I haven't. I haven't read. You know what? No, I'm getting them confused with someone else. I gotta check that book out. That sounds really good. Let me know how that is, Kelly. It's by, oh yes, Andrea Mara. That's how I looked it up on, that's how it came up on Google anyways. Grandma Susan's at 51% in the last book club by Joanne Rock. Awesome. Halfway there. Emily got to page 44 in The Maid's Secret. Good progress on that. Debbie says, good, on to the next book in the series, When the Crow's Away. I'm so glad you enjoyed book 1, and I hope you love book 2 just as much. I'm always so nervous going into the second book in the series because sometimes they just don't land as well, but then other times the second book's even better than the first book. So it's always interesting to see how the author takes it to the next part of the series, see what they do with it. Grandma Susan said, Wendy, I loved The Lumber Baron's Wife. It looked like a really fun, interesting read. Amanda is you mostly worked on dinner during the sprint. Roasted turkey breast and stuffing. Yum! That sounds so good. Yeah, we had a sister over for brunch for like a little Memorial Day because we still had to work, but it was later in the day, so we did a brunch. And I made chocolate chip pancakes, bacon, soft scrambled eggs, which I'd never had before, but actually I really liked. I was like, okay, I need to make soft scrambled eggs instead of regular scrambled eggs now. I really like them being like a little more fluffy. And blueberry muffins. That's what I made. And we had such a good time. That sounds so delicious. Enjoy your dinner. And so this sprint, I read a little bit more in the Gretchen Rue mystery. I really love her writing style. I also read some chapters in my book club. Awesome. Good progress. She made progress in both. That's great. I do like Gretchen Rue's writing style too. It just feels so whimsical. I love it. Wendy's at 62%. Awesome. Brianna joined with 15 minutes left, but I'm reading The Last Flight by Julie Clark. Oh, I've heard that one. I've read some Julie Clark, if I'm thinking of it's the same author. Is it the same one? I think so. Oh, I feel like thrillers that have to do with planes, though, and like flying, it make me so nervous. Maybe it's because I naturally have a bit of a fear of flying, which I'm actually going to be doing a book club discussion on Reading with Jessie's channel tomorrow night for the book Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams, which involves caving, like splunking, where they're like going deep down in the dark cave, and like there were like these tunnels that were like 2 feet wide, and I was just like, no, absolutely not. There's no way you could actually get me into a cave like that. There's just no way. No way. I hope you enjoy it. It looks good. I might have to read it after flying to Ashland later this year, and after I'm back home safely, maybe then I'll read it. Gramerson said, Amanda, on my way for supper. Yes, please. Roasted turkey breast and stuffing. That sounds so good. And can't wait to meet Gretchen Rue with an Ashland Mystery Fest in the fall. She is such a sweet, lovely woman. So, yeah, I'm sure you will have the best time meeting her. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited. She has I'm going to pull up what is the title of it? She has a new release coming out in the fall. And it's called Peppermint Medley Murder. I think it's coming out this fall. And it's a Christmassy one, and I'm so excited because her last book in the series, book 4, was Earl Grave Murder, and it was Halloween themed, and it was the best yet. So the fact that the next one's Christmas themed, I'm like, I'm ready. I am so ready. But I'm so excited to see her again in the Ashland Mystery Fest as well. I just grabbed my ticket, so I'm really excited. Graham Susan says it, and that will be awesome. Absolutely. Wendy says, I wanted to read that Taylor Adams book, but I'm claustrophobic, so I am too. I knew I wanted to read the book, and then Jessie very kindly asked if I wanted to be with her on her book club stream for it, and I was like, absolutely. And I'm just sitting there reading it, and my heart starts pounding so fast at the descriptions of these like claustrophobic, like very tight, like people can't turn around in them tunnels. And Mr. Bo actually came over and starts licking my face because I think he could like feel my heart racing as I'm reading this book. I was like, I'm okay, Bo, I'm okay. And I'm just like feeling the room around me like, okay, it's open, we're okay. But it was good, but it was very, very intense. So and said, I read the fall one and really enjoyed it. It will be fun to have a Christmas one. Yes, I am so excited. I gotta look up the date now. Peppermint Peril. So coming out September 15th. So I'm really excited. Really excited. I might try to buy it in Ashland so I can have her sign it. I don't know. Let's see. Does this her last breath is really good, but yes, very claustrophobia inducing. I think even if you aren't claustrophobic, it will make you feel kind of closed in because I don't know many people that could do that kind of extreme sport, I guess. I think they're made of something different. I'm like, absolutely not. But I would love to know, guys, what has been the best book that you have read so far this year? If you have to list a few, that's okay too, because I can't pick one. But let me know. I would love to know, and I'm sure other people give us your recommendation. What has been the favorite book so far of the year? Rex says, hi everyone, joining late. I'm so glad you're here, Rebecca. Let us know what you're going to be reading or working on. I think I don't know, I'm like going back and forth between these two books because I'm enjoying both. I think I'll focus on Game of Scones in this next one, but we'll see. Anyways, my answer to the question, there's been a lot of great books, for sure, but favorites that come to mind, I really liked It's Not Her by Mary Kubica. I finished that this month. So I might just be riding on a bit of a high from that, but that was really good for a thriller option. I also really liked Her Pretty Lies by Angela Henry. In terms of some cozies, I really loved the Haunted Vintage mystery series by Rose Pressey. I think I've read the first 3 just this year. And those are just so fun, just like a touch of whimsicalness because you have a ghost like sidekick. And that's been really, really fun. So there's that. It's hard to. Ooh, I feel like I need to look at my. Where's my phone? I'm gonna look at my Instagram real quick because I do post like little graphics after each reading wrap up showing my top 6 reads. Oh, I loved An Scapegoat by Jana Rollins and the Chowder House Murder last month, especially. But let's go back a little farther. Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. Reasons to Lie by Emily Listfield was a really good thriller. Loved Crime Rangoon by Vivian Chan. That's part of the Noodle Shop Mysteries, which is just an all-time favorite. Breathless by Amy McCulloch was a phenomenal thriller. Like, read that in the wintertime. That was so good. I'm like listing way too many, I'm sure. Oh, A Whiff of Murder by Angela M. Sanders. That was just so fun. So fun. And I also loved Bait and Swiss by Karina Moss, which was the last in the Cheese Shop Mysteries. And I'm so sad that it's over. That at least I got 6 books, but it was just so sad to know that was the last book. Let's see. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing today? Rebecca said, I'm so ready to relax and read now. Me too. I'm excited. Glad you're here to join us. Mari says, I have read and completed 78 books so far this year. Amazing. You have to go look at your list to remind yourself. Same here. I was like, I need to look at my Instagram real quick. But let us know what you come up with for some favorite books. Hello, Lucky Stamper. Oh, is that your dog? They are so cute. Hi, welcome. Wendy said, man, that's hard. It's between The Correspondent, Rights of Starling, and Perfect Storm so far, or Our Perfect Storm. Those sound really good. I'm not so familiar. I think some of those are fantasy, so I'm not as familiar with some of those, but I love Rights of Starling. That is a cool title. Emily said best books read this year: The Correspondent by Virginia Evans and Yesteryear. I've been hearing a lot about Yesteryear because I think it's being turned into like a movie or something, a TV show. It sounds interesting. Okay, I gotta look up The Correspondent because you both said that's your favorite, so I should know what that is. Let's see. Oh, not fantasy. This word always confuses it. An epistolary novel told through letters, emails, and notes. A retired lawyer in her 70s uses letter writing as a way to process her life. Oh, this book sounds like it would make me cry, I think. But it does sound really amazing. Did it make you guys cry? Because it sounds like it would make me cry. So it says, Mad Mabel, The Faraway Inn, and To Helvetica and Back are my top ones so far. But you've read a lot of fantastic books this year. Well, that's always a good problem to have. I am waiting on my library hold for Mad Mabel. I'm really excited to get to that. I love To Helvetica and Back, so I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Brianna said, probably late, but you recently read The Deep by Nick Cutter. It's sci-fi horror, and it gave you chills reading it. I love it. Love it. The Deep. Kat says, my favorite new to me series this year so far are Furry Friends by Laura Scott and The Flower House by Jess Dillon. 2 cozy mystery series I never hear anyone talk about, but they should. The Flower House. I feel like I just added that to my listen list on... Yes, I did. I just added that to my library on Audible because it looked really good, and I think it's included right now with the membership. The first one, at least, Death and Bloom. So I'm gonna have to move that up on my list now that you mentioned it's one of your favorites so far. I don't know if I'm familiar with Furry Friends. Furry Friends mystery series. First is Dogged by Death. That sounds good. Oh, the main character is a vet. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm leaving that tab open. We said Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Moss. And when he says, yes, Emily. Kathy's reading Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander. I hope you love that. I hope you love that. That is such a fun series. Chance says, one of my favorite ones was our recent book read, Crocodile and the Snowwing. I checked out more books from the Amelia Peabody series. I'm so glad you liked our book club read. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta pick that up. I have it on my shelf. Once I finish these 2 books, that's my next read. I'm very excited. When he said, Kingdom of Ash is my favorite book ever. That's high praise. Still stands. That's awesome. Awesome. Said you're catching up on Tonya Kappa's Camper series before they launched the series on Hallmark. I didn't know it was getting a Hallmark series. I feel like that would be a really fun adaptation. I hope it's good. Anne says, I have really been enjoying the Kate Carlisle Fixer Upper mystery series. Ooh, I gotta get to that. That's on my TBR and it sounds so fun. I'm so glad you've been enjoying it. Mari says, for cozies, Murder at the Blueberry Festival, A Good Dog's Guide to Murder, and Littered with Trouble were all favorites. I love that. I have A Good Dog's Guide to Murder on my shelf. I got it for my birthday and I'm really, really excited to read that. And of course I love the Darcy Hannah series. Emily says, live, Manon, live at Wendy. Gutted. I'm assuming that's a reference. I have not read that book. Shannon says, I have more, but you can't think of them at the moment. That's how I feel. There's so many good ones, too. Like Stanford says, yes, that was our Shih Tzu. He passed a couple of years ago at 20, so I keep this picture. I'm so sorry he passed away. Now that's so difficult. But he's very much a cutie. And wow, 20 years. That is a great, great long life for a dog. He's so cute. They always leave the biggest paw print on the heart, don't they? I've said, I really like The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer. It was totally my fantasy in life, witches who got into books to make sure the story doesn't get changed. Ooh, it sounds like a very kind of cozy fantasy bookish vibes. That sounds fun. When he said, oh yes, The Correspondent made me sob. Oh, I gotta like emotionally prepare myself whenever a book like that comes across my reads. I'm like, I want to read this. It sounds really good, but it's gonna make me sob. I can tell. Hi, Gina. You said hi, everyone. A little late to the party, but you made it. I'm glad. Mara says, I have some others in other genres, but my list would get so long if I started listing them. That's a good thing, I guess. I think so. Mine certainly, I mean, I listed off at least, like, I don't know, 8 books or something. It's hard to narrow it down, especially because, like, cozy mysteries, like, do I list some of the books I've read that are continuations of series I've started, or do I focus on some of the new series I've started that I really loved? Because I want to give love to both. Kelly loved A Grim Reaper's Guide to Catching a Killer, and for thrillers, ask for Andrea. Sounds familiar. I don't need to be able to picture that. By Noelle Italy. Psychological thriller about 3 women. Oh, that's quite interesting. That sounds very interesting. Check that out. Said it will make you cry, and I finished the audiobook for the correspondent during my first hour plan period and had to explain to my second hour why it looked like I was crying. I'm sorry. I feel like that would happen to me too, though. And when I cry, like, my whole face turns like bright red. I don't know if that's just because I have like a fair like complexion, but I just like bright red. It's so obvious. Grimson said The Good Fortune of Miss Robbins by Melanie Dickerson, Unliving Stone by Heather Kaufman, and Magic Uncorked by Annabelle Chase. 3 of my top 15 so far. You've listened to 323 books this year. That is so amazing. I love that. And wonderful picks. I liked Magic Uncorked by Annabelle Chase too. So I just added Leafwood Falls series and audio from Chirp. It takes place in Vermont, and it is an attorney who inherits her aunt's bookshop. That sounds lovely. I love Vermont as a setting. It just seems so beautiful. Anne says another favorite is the Accidental Alchemist series by Gigi Pandian. I love the gargoyle. I agree. I'm listening to one of her other series right now, the Jaya Jones. I have book 2 I'm listening to right now. So yeah, I think her writing is so interesting. She packs a lot of like history and things in, which I really like. I gotta get to the next book in that, actually. That's a good reminder. I'm going to have to go back into the chat and add these books to my TBR list. I know I started with one tab open in Google, which I usually keep open when I'm doing streaming and stuff because I want to be able to like look stuff up. And I currently have 6 open because I keep the ones open that I want to like add to my TBR. Oh, my voice is going out a little bit here. There is a cantankerous orange cat named Hemingway. Couldn't resist. Bookshop and kitty cat. It is the ultimate combo. It really is. Although, does anyone know a series that's like a bookshop cozy or cozy bookstore with a dog? Because I feel like it's always cats, and I love cats. And I understand cats would be maybe a little more seamless to have around in a bookshop. But I'm like, there's got to be a bookshop doggy around here too. Wendy says, what is your favorite cozy mystery series, Amy? Oh, my goodness. I don't even know. I made a all-time favorite cozy mystery series list last fall. It was like my top 20, I think. And even that was really hard. A couple that come to mind off the top of my head. I love the Noodle Shop series by Vivian Chien. I love a Pizza Lovers mystery series by Chris Cavender. That was like my first contemporary cozy series, so I might be a little biased, but I really love that. Why am I blanking so badly right now? Oh, it's so hard to pick a favorite. I'm like trying to picture my bookshelf right now. Oh, Ellen Byron, just in general, is one of my favorite cozy mystery authors. I really love the Golden Motel series she's writing right now, but her Cajun Country series is incredible. I just started her new series, or newer series, the Vintage Cookbook one, and that one's fantastic. So I would say she's one of my favorite cozy mystery like authors in general. But that's a tricky one. Gramerson said hi at Lucky Stamper. Said I'm the same, Amy Marie. I am pretty pale, so I turn bright red when I cry. Yep. I If I'm embarrassed, if I cry, like really any emotion, and my face just flushes. Like just so bright. But I'm like, I have rosy cheeks. It's all good. So it says, Susan, you are goals when it comes to reading. Absolutely. And he said, and the gargoyle is a hoot. He is hysterical. And I love that series on audio, especially because of the accents the narrator does. I just love it so much. Hello, Amber. Amber. Hi, Tori. How are you doing today? Emily said, cheese shop and the Amish candy shop are great. Yes. Oh, yeah, the cheese shop's got to be in my top as well. My goodness. So good. I think my top cozy series is Live and Let Chai series. The Seaside Cafe, that is so good. I think one of the author's other ones made my list, actually, the Christmas Tree Farm mystery series. She writes it as Jacqueline Frost instead of Brie Baker. And as much as I love the Seaside Cafe series, that's definitely up there. A Christmas Tree Farm. It's like my favorite Christmas series. I love it so much. Tori says, I'm currently reading The One by John Mars. I hope it's going well. I hope you're enjoying it. Liz says, don't forget your popcorn series with the great snacks. That is a good point. Yeah, I love that series so much. Like, why are there only 3 in this? This is so incredibly fun. Amber says, I like the Noodle Shop series. I do too. I have one more I need to read in it, and I'll be caught up. It's such a good, just consistent series. The main character is great. I really love that one. Tori says at Wendy, yes, I love the Live and Let Chai series. It's so fun. It's the perfect summer read, honestly. And he said, I want to read the Chai series. It's a good one. I would really recommend it, especially for summer, because it takes place right on the beach. So it is perfect. I would say the Beacon Bake Shop Mysteries by Darcy Hannah are definitely up there for favorites for me. I really, really love that. I mean, it's got the adorable dog. It's great. An amazing cast of characters. The bake shop in a lighthouse by Lake Michigan. I mean, it's lovely. Cat says the Mystery Bookshop by V.M. Burns has dogs in it. I haven't read it, so I don't know how much the dogs are in it. But I think the dogs are inspired by her real dogs. I love when authors do that. I need to get to that series. It looks really good. And I know she has some other pen names that I've read. Yes, I've read Valerie Burns and Callie E. Benjamin, which she also writes, and I really love those other series. Erica says, I'm about to start the Tonya Kappas Mail Carrier series. I feel like I've heard you gush about these books. Yes, I've read a couple by Tonya Kappas, and that is my favorite one for sure. I think it's so fun. Got the southern setting. I love the narration. I love Bernie, or Bernadette, main character. She is just so lovely. I love her as a character. I love the male element. I think that's so interesting. Anne says the Lauren Elliott Beyond the Page mystery series has a dog. I might have to check that out too. Which I should probably get us started on another sprint before we chat away the whole evening. Let me go ahead and start another sprint for us. I'm gonna do a 40-minute sprint. Let's go ahead and kick off for 40 minutes. I'm going to work on some of these books here, and happy reading, everybody. Hi guys, how was the second sprint for you? I focused on Into the Leopard's Den by Harini Nagendra, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like Very, the main character and like the amateur sleuth detective in this. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's a good book. I'm about 140 pages in. So I definitely want to go back and read the first two books that came out in this series, since this is book 4 and I just dived into this. But it's really good. If you like historical fiction and or cozy mystery, this one's really been a good read. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did on that sprint was work on that book. Let me know how it was for you. See, Erica had commented, I love hearing bookish people's favorites, their favorite book, movie, audiobook, color, hobbies. I enjoy reading, cooking, coloring, and puzzles. I love that. I enjoy the same. I feel like bookish people are the best people or my favorite people to hang out around. So yeah, I would love that. Kat said, I finished my book, 5 stars. It was a clever mystery and reveal. You're heading out now. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great evening, Kat. I'm so glad you had a 5-star read. That's awesome. Hi, Jill. Said, hi, everyone. Just joining. Everyone seems to be doing sprints tonight. I guess so with the holiday. Tori says, hi, Jill. It's a busy day for sprints. I agree. It is. Lucky Stampers is going to pop this in here. Not sure I can stay on. Hubby just got home. But any Tonya Kappa's lovers, she has a new series taking place in Normal, Kentucky. It's called Bound by Secrets. It's coming out on August 30th, 2026. A bookstore series. Ooh, I didn't know that. Let's see. Bound Secrets, Tonya. She writes so many books. It's really quite incredible. See, it's in the Boone's Book Nook bookstore mystery. Ooh, I like the cover on that one a lot. That sounds really, really interesting. Oh, and the third book is going to be called The Nook Before Christmas, which is really cute. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Jen. Glad you could make it. You're reading Poor Choices by Adrienne Andover. I'm excited to read that book. I hope you're enjoying it. Shannon read 31% of your book. Awesome. Zoe's at 43%. Very good. We're just flying through their books. Tori didn't get any reading done. You just got some cross-stitch that time around. Hey, that sounds like a fun sprint. What are you cross-stitching? Amber read a couple chapters of Her Last Breath and you're at 14%. I hope you enjoy it. I had a good time with that book. Wendy's at 72%, getting very close to finishing. Goodness. I can't believe it's Monday. It doesn't quite feel like Monday right now. Probably because of the holiday, but it just feels off. Tori is stitching a mountain scene. I love that. That sounds very peaceful. It sounds very lovely. Goodness. I'd love to know, speaking of what Erica was saying, what is everyone's favorite movie? I'm always so curious. Erica said, why did I think these sprints were tomorrow? I'm not sure. Maybe someone else is doing sprints tomorrow. You might have just switched us in your head. I'm not sure. But let me know what your guys' favorite movie is. I don't know if I have like one all-time favorite movie. Of course, I love my Scooby-Doo and like Disney movies, like a lot of the princess movies especially. But I would say otherwise, I really like The Illusionist with Edward Norton and Jessica Biel. I really enjoy the whole like magician element to that. So that is one I really enjoy. Oh, I love like National Treasure or the Da Vinci Code, any type of like historical mystery like that. I also love Little Women, the one from the 90s. I really love that one. When I said my favorite movie is Titanic. Amazing. That movie is so beautiful. Said I read several more chapters in your book club book, The Berlin Letters. It was a slow beginning, but is really picking up now. That's great. You also made dinner. That sounds like a great sprint all around. Yvonne says, I enjoyed the Sheep Detectives movie. I gotta check that out. I've heard some fun things about that. But which, speaking of mysteries, I love the David Suchet Hercule Poirot movies that I've seen so far. Like Death on the Nile and Murder in the Orient Express. And I watched the Halloween Party last year around Halloween, so that is one. Love those. I also love Clue. That movie is so fun. See, Brianna says favorite movie is Unbroken. I don't know if I know that one. Let's see. The 2014 movie? American war drama? It sounds interesting. Jill says Reading, Love, and Order, which is in 3 parts. I'm almost done with part 2. Awesome. Good progress there. Said multitasking. Can I ask which headphones you have? They look comfy. It might make my ears hurt after a while. Yes, I'm gonna have to look it up on Amazon to get the title because I don't know off the top of my head, but they are very comfortable. I actually have 2 pairs of them. Let's see. Put a link in description once I find them really quick. Let's see. Headphone. I don't know how to pronounce this brand. It's like Zynic. But put a link right there. I can also just. This is the name of them. Active noise canceling headphones. Yeah, I like them. They're adjustable at the top, and I find they fit comfortably over my ear. Jill says, I love National Treasure. Me too. I thought that was just so fun. First, my favorite movie is the BBC miniseries of Pride and Prejudice. Technically not a movie, but I count it. I feel like miniseries are basically just long movies with intermission, so I count it. That is awesome. Eric said, how was the Sheep Detectives movie? Did you read it first? I haven't seen it. I've just heard a couple of different people now, including Yvonne, who said that they really enjoyed it. And it sounds like a good cozy mystery sort of vibe, but I haven't read it. I would love to know if anyone has read the book. And I just saw the movie Remarkably Bright Creatures. You really loved it. It stars Sally Fields, and you loved the book too. I love that when the book and the movie are both really good because sometimes the movie doesn't hit as well as the book does. So I'm so glad to hear it was good. Brianna said yes. It's directed by Angelina Jolie. There's a book as well. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Of course, no problem. Yeah, I find them comfortable. My husband also has had a pair of these, and he found them comfortable too. So I think they're pretty like decently priced, which I like. Eric says, yes, Remarkably Bright Creatures is so unlike anything of this time. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that one too, because I'm not too familiar with some of these movies, so I'm gonna have to look into them. Let's see, I think we're caught up on comments. I'm starting to get a little drowsy, so I'm gonna set us up for a final 30-minute sprint to get some more reading in. I think I'm gonna keep focusing on this just because I'm on a roll with Into the Leopard's Den. It took me this whole time to realize I didn't see the leopard print here. I just saw like the gold, and I just realized there's leopard print in the corners. I don't know why. Do you ever get like that where you guys are reading a book and then you look at the cover and you suddenly realize something that should have been obvious or like you should have noticed maybe, but like it suddenly became way more obvious as you read the book? I don't know. That happens to me a lot. Right, let's do a nice 30-minute sprint here. And here we go, guys. Happy reading for our last sprint. Hi guys, how was that last sprint for you? I have about 100 pages left in Into the Leopard's Den. Definitely like this. I definitely want to go back and see if my library has the other books in this, or if I could listen to them on audio, because I'm really enjoying this book. So, very excited about that. Mr. Bo gave me some kisses on this last sprint, and he is now curled up. His head is down here just below the blanket. He's one of those dogs that loves burrowing in blankets if he can, even when it's warm out. So he is snoozing next to me. But yeah, let me know how that sprint was. Annie joined us and said, "Hi, I'm reading Paddle to Peril by Maisie Marple. I'll join you for the end. Glad you were able to. I hope you're enjoying your read." Tori said, "More cross stitching for me that sprint. It went well though. That's awesome. I'm glad it did. Cross stitching is so pretty. Like I love looking at it." Annie got to 45%. Awesome. Great, great progress. I don't know what the percent is on this, but I'd say close to 2/3 probably the way into this, which feels great. Excited to finally read this. It came out last July, and I think I got the book in August. So I was like, man, I need to finally read this book. Oh, hello, Mr. Bo. Yes, I see you're stretching. Amber got to 22%. Awesome. Jen's at 13%, and you're enjoying the story. Wonderful. It's making such good progress. You said, "Hello, joining late. You're able to catch up a little bit of Murder at Lemonberry Tea. That's awesome. I need to read that book before the new Beacon Bake Shop book comes out this summer, because I really want to get to that. That's the only one I have left. I hope you love it." Shannon read 38% of the book. You're on page 125. Perfect. My moon is flying tonight. Anne said I ate dinner during that sprint. I hope it was yummy. Kathy got 2 more chapters read so far. It's awesome. I'm so glad to hear you're enjoying your book. That is great. So much good progress from everybody here. Love it. I'm so excited for the newest book, right? It's got I think it's called Murder at the Campfire Cookout or something like that. And I just love the theme, and it'll be perfect for summer. I mean, a cookout. Like, let's get some s'mores going. I am not someone who's outdoorsy whatsoever, but I love s'mores. That's the only thing. Okay, good. I got it. Thank you. Jill read 32 pages of Love and Order. I hope you're enjoying it. Man, everyone is flying. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me with Sprints tonight. I should hopefully have a new video up tomorrow. It's going to be my revenge thriller recommendations video. And then after that, I should have a new Cozy Mystery releases for June coming out. So very excited to share those hopefully this week. Yvonne started the Pie and Mash Detective Agency. Started the sprint late, but you have read 13 chapters. Fun to read. That's awesome. You are killing it, Yvonne. Amazing. Wendy's at 81%. Amazing. You're so close. Chrissy said, "I love cookouts, so this will be a fun time." I agree. Plus, anything with Wellington, the Newfoundland dog, my favorite. Chrissy said, "June releases. I'm so excited for that." Me too. I feel like June and July, we get some really exciting Cozy Mystery releases, especially. Anne says, "Thank you for the great sprints. I'm really excited for the new Golden Girls mystery. It comes out in early June." Yes, I saw that. I'm excited for that one too. I really loved book 1, and it actually got me to start watching the series. It was so good. Tori says, "Thank you for the sprints. God bless you." Thank you, Tori. God bless you too. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and getting some reading done with me tonight. I feel like we all made some good progress, and I'll have those videos coming up this week. Hope to see you guys soon, and thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me and Boaz. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Hope to see you guys soon.